Cool, cool, cool. All right. Y'all are in for a treat today, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you, Kenya is one of the best TikTok experts in the world. I've been connected with Kenya for almost 5 years now, I think. She is a OG TikTok expert. She has hundreds of thousands of followers herself on TikTok. She's gotten millions of other followers, tens, if not hundreds of millions of views organically. There is no better person to help you grow on TikTok than Keenya Kelly. Keenya is the CEO of If You Created LLC, a vertical video marketing and consulting agency in Houston, Texas, where she strategically helps business owners develop video marketing strategies. In just 3 years through video marketing, Kenya has grown an audience of over 500,000 followers on TikTok, generated over $2 million in her business, and has helped thousands of business owners scale and market their business online. She recently helped one of her clients reach over $2 million in her business in 10 months on TikTok. As a partner with the Keenya Kelly brand, you will surely reach Kenya's strong female audience of influencers and entrepreneurs. Keenya, I am so pumped to learn from you today and have you join our Syllabi community to share all of your wisdom. Everybody ask some questions. We're going to let Keenya spread her wisdom, and then we'll get to some Q&A at the end. Keenya, take it away.
Yeah. So thank you so much. You can hear me okay, right?
Perfect.
Perfect. All right. So welcome, guys. I'm so glad to be here with you guys. I'm thankful that Austin has invited me to talk to you guys today. Yeah, me and Austin go way back with our TikTok journeys. We've been doing this and on similar stages a lot at different events. And so it's been really cool. And so today I'm going to be talking to you guys about growing an online community over on TikTok and also how to monetize. It is important to know that like their TikTok is going through its own iteration of like, social media platforms change all the time. And right now TikTok is doing its thing in an even new and better way. So when we get to the monetizing part, I'm going to try to spend more time talking about monetizing, but I'm going to talk more about the community aspect and then monetizing. Just note that if you start on TikTok, that right now you're going to see a lot of shoppable content. Huge. Okay. Right before we got on here today, I was on a live stream. I was on a Zoom call with TikTok, and what they've got rolling out in the next like week or 2 weeks, I am just like, oh my God, it makes me want to burn down my whole business and focus in on TikTok. Like, no, I'm just like being very serious. And so it's a lot of really cool things that are happening over on TikTok. So today I'm going to be asking you guys in the beginning of the presentation, I'm going to ask you guys to kind of participate in the chat because when you answer the questions that I ask you in the chat, it's going to help me to, let me put myself in speaker view. It's going to help me to make sure that let me see. Can you guys put me on spotlight? Just click on the three
Yeah,
little dots
Dallas.
and, oh, yeah, thank you. So I'm going to, would you say Austin?
No, I'm just double checking. Good to go.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you guys, so I'm going to ask you guys a series of questions in the beginning. And the whole goal of me asking you those questions is just so I can know about you guys, right? So Austin knows you all. I don't know you guys. So the more that I know who's here, who's in the chat, what you guys are doing, it really helps me when I am talking about certain things. It helps me to like talk to what you guys have said in the chat. Okay. All right. So let me go ahead and pull up my PowerPoint slides. All right. So we're going to talk about how to use TikTok to grow an online community and then how to monetize. So there's going to be times during the presentation where you're going to see me take down the presentation, go to the chat. That way I can like talk back to you guys or whatever. So it's not that I'm being unprofessional. I'm just trying to be connected to you guys. Okay. All right. So if you guys are interested in the slides, anytime I do an online presentation, we always give people our slides because that way you can keep up with what I just talked about and you can utilize all the things that I taught. So we use a chatbot tool called ManyChat, which allows us to you type a keyword on Instagram, and then you'll go through a series of questions, and then it'll give you the slides. So if you want a copy of the slides, you can just go to my Instagram profile, you can comment on a video, or you can go into my DM. And if you comment the word slides there, then you're going to be able to get the slides sent to you right there in your DM. And then it will also auto populate to your email, okay? In case you want them. That way you don't have to take screenshots of every single slide. You can just comment slides and you can get them. All right. So my journey is I did not start on TikTok. Okay. So even though I've been there now for almost 5 years, that is not how I started my business journey. My journey actually started back in 2016. I was on an app called Periscope, and I was doing live streams, kind of teaching people about building personal brands online. I was working my corporate job, but I realized that people were making a lot of money doing something with online marketing. I didn't understand it at first, but I knew that I could figure it out as I went. So I was on Periscope kind of building my business. Then I was doing more so consulting for personal branding. And then I had an agency where we designed websites, logos, and materials for those people running their businesses. And then when 2020 hit, we knew something was happening in the world. We didn't know what. But I'm a Christian, so I pray about everything. I pray for creative strategies. And when I was praying for my strategy, I heard God tell me to get onto TikTok. And I thought it was really stupid. I thought it was like the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. But because I was so used to getting creative strategies that way, I said, well, let me just go there and see what's happening. And so, honestly, when I got over there, I really didn't understand what was happening. It was honestly very confusing. I felt like there was a lot of buttons. I felt like there was a lot of dancing and singing, a lot of pointing, and none of what was happening on TikTok was happening on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube or anywhere else. So none of it really made any sense to me. But I decided that I was going to spend all of 2020 trying to figure out what was happening over on TikTok. So then I actually created a video that had nothing to do with my business, but the video went viral. And I think I gained like 47,000 followers in a week. And that was the time when I realized, oh, there is something special happening on this app that I got insight on. And if I would just double down and spend more time there, then I could really capitalize on that. So I just started focusing in on TikTok. Now, granted, I was still marketing my business on Facebook, I was still on Instagram, and I was still doing live stream, but I was taking the TikTok platform seriously all 2020. And so fast forward today, we are at over 514,000 followers, which has helped us gain over 32,000 on Instagram, 7,000 on YouTube, as well as 35,000 over on Facebook. We've made over $2 million in my business, but my clients have made way more than what we've made because we've taught them how to do what we've done a lot faster. Right. We have, instead of them taking 4 years to do it, they're doing it in like 6 months, because we know what's going on and we're teaching them how to do that. But some of the most craziest things that happened is that I didn't really see myself as an influencer. I was just somebody who was creating content for my business, but then I ended up becoming, I call it an accidental influencer. So I've been on the Drew Barrymore show because of it. I've been in ads all over the world with QuickBooks. I've been in a dating after divorce campaign with Bumble. I was the face of a TikTok holiday campaign for like the whole holiday season. I mean, it's just been incredible kind of what has happened since creating a brand presence on TikTok. So I'm not someone who tells you to only focus on TikTok, but today I'm going to be talking to you more about here's how quickly your life and your business can change as a result of taking TikTok seriously, because it will change and it will evolve into everything else that you're trying to do, okay? Now, I know we have like different types of people here, so just note that you can do whatever you want to do on TikTok once you learn the culture, but you don't have to dance, you don't have to point or lip sync or be goofy. You literally can figure out what works best for you and your content and do just that, because the people on TikTok are no longer just teenagers. It's no longer people just in their 20s. Everybody is on there. One of the top menopause accounts is is a gynecologist in her 50s, and she's got millions of people following her content, and it's made her millions and millions of dollars. But people in their 20s and 30s don't follow menopause content. Okay. So there's so much that is happening, and you can take advantage of that. All right. Okay, so your job is just to learn what is the culture of TikTok and how do you create content for the audience you're trying to reach and then growing a community. Okay, so that's today is what the focus is teaching you about the culture, teaching you about building your audience, whatever that is, and then growing an online community. Okay, I am going to answer questions at the end. So just note that when we're here together, like right now, I'm not going to be looking at the chat. So I don't want you to feel like I'm ignoring you. I just want to get through the materials and then we can do the question at the end because I don't want you to feel ignored. Okay. So when it comes to creating content and building a community online, you have to remember that everything has to be intentional. Okay. You cannot just create just anything and think that it's going to help you build a community. If you know that your goal is building an audience, a community, selling your products and services, then you've got to be intentional. Okay. Because content without strategic intention is just a pretty video. Okay. It's just a pretty video, right? We have all seen people who have had successful videos and nothing, or we have all had successful videos somewhere and nothing. And that's because the videos have to be very strategic and intentional. Okay. Because the way that you know that your videos are doing what they're supposed to do is your audience starts to follow you. And then if you're selling something, they start to buy. Okay. If your audience isn't liking, commenting, sharing, following, engaging, buying, then there's something happening in the video that is not connecting with them. Okay. Oftentimes we like to blame the algorithm, but it's not true. If you can get 200 people to watch your content, then that's 200 people that just watch your content. And if those people aren't engaging or liking or following, then you've got 200 people that just told you a story. Okay, we got to not think about the algorithm, but those 200 people just told us a story, and one of the stories they just told us is, "Hey, we don't see why we should follow you. We don't see why we should engage in this video." And then for us as creators and as marketers, it is then our job to determine, okay, why did they not engage with this? Why did they not follow after watching this? That becomes our opportunity of learning, of evolving, and all that. Okay. All right. So, one of the first things to understand is that if you're going to have success on TikTok, you got to understand people. Okay. And the average attention span of a person is 8.25 seconds. Eight. Okay. So that means that I've been talking to you guys now for like 6 minutes, 7 minutes. Many of you guys are multitasking. Who here is already multitasking? Just type a one in the chat. You've got the screen pulled up, but you're on your phone, or you're typing on the email, or you're eating, or you're walking around the house, or you're doing whatever, right? And so I'm not offended by it. I just know that that is what is happening with people, right? So when you're creating content on TikTok, it is your opportunity to understand that that person on the other side of the screen, you've got to get and keep their attention. That is our responsibility to get their attention and keep their attention, because if we don't, they're going on to something else, right? So you guys tell me in the chat, when you're scrolling on TikTok, how many seconds do you typically give a video before you scroll away? So you've got the For You page pulled up. How many seconds do you give it before you hit scroll? Like what's your second meter? Let me see. Let me pull this down. Let me see. What's y'all scroll meter? Let me see. What y'all say? Y'all said 1 second, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds. Exactly. So you guys aren't really saying 8 seconds. You're saying like two, right? And that's okay. It's just important to know that, like, if that is how you are behaving on TikTok or on video in general, then that's the same way that your people are behaving, right? So yeah, if someone has a good hook, that's different. But typically, we're gone. We're like, you got a second and I'm gone, right? So when it comes to you and your content, your job is to go, okay, how can I get my audience's attention, right? So if you're selling something, you're going to get their attention. And if you're just trying to get them to watch your creative content as a content creator, it's the same thing. So, for example, this is one of the videos I like to showcase when I do presentations, because this video, the job of this video is to catch people's attention. It's to catch the people's attention that are interested in wigs, right? So if you sell a product, the goal here is to get that audience's attention, okay? So when this video comes up on your For You page, the first thing you're going to experience is the image, right? But then you're going to experience the audio. And so their job with this image of her doing green screen and the audio is to get the attention of a person that wears wigs. Okay. So is anybody here wear wigs? Let me see in the chat. Is anybody here wear wigs? Let me see. Just tell me if that's you in the chat. It might, y'all may not wear wigs. I mean, I know Austin is, he may not bring a community of wig wearers. Okay. Okay. I don't see any wig wearers. Okay.
Like
So
my
the people
audience is
that,
like 70% men.
right. That's what I was thinking. I was like, it's probably going to be very male dominated. Uh, okay. That's what I thought, but I didn't want to judge. I figured I would ask. Okay. So with wig wearers know that typically when an ad pops up for a wig, that what we see may not be what we always get. Okay. And so we're very skeptical of an ad with a wig on it. Right. And so because of that, this brand, they targeted a wig wearer specifically with how this looks and then the audio.
Girl, don't do it. It's not worth it. I'm not gonna do it, girl. I was just thinking about it. I'm not gonna do it. I did it.
Okay. So they got their audience's attention by saying, girl, don't do it. It's not worth it. That's the hook. That's how they got their audience's attention. And the way they sold the wig is the transformation. Here is her with the actual wig, right? So let's just say you're a product-based business or you're a service-based business. Your job is how can I create content that connects with an audience initially and then keep them there, okay? In addition to that, let's just say that you are a creator and you're trying to create content that connects to people, that's relatable or what have you. Well, your job is to do the exact same thing. Okay. You may not be trying to sell something specifically. You may be just trying to get your content to connect with people, right? Like, is anybody here love Chipotle? Anybody here love Chipotle? Anybody? I am a Chipotle eater. I'm like, I swear by Chipotle. I had my 43rd birthday party at Chipotle this year, like literally.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
Uh, so those of us that love Chipotle, we know how addicted it is, right? So we get this big old bowl, and the bowl is technically 3 servings. And oftentimes we will eat a portion of it, and then we'll say, I'm going to put it up, and I'll put it up, and I'll eat the rest later, knowing darn well that we really want to eat more. So Chipotle decided to play on the relatability of how we feel, how we act. And then this creator made this video. Okay. So any person that loves Chipotle completely can relate to that type of content, right? So granted, even though this video is from Chipotle, this content creator could just be creating content around food. They could be creating content around their life. Now, what does that do? The audience that can connect with him, that relate to him, may say, oh my God, I like him. He's funny. Let me go and see what other content he has, right? So then they may click on his profile. And when they go to his profile, guess what happens? If they like more of that content, then they're going to go ahead and click follow. Right now, oftentimes when I show this video, I will have people say, man, I didn't want Chipotle before this video, but now I want Chipotle because this video spoke to them when they saw it and then they went and got Chipotle. Okay. All right, let's keep going. So when it comes to creating content, is like, especially short video content, it's not really about you trying to say a whole bunch. Okay. You're just trying to say one thing. You're trying to focus on one thing fast and effectively. So whether you're trying to sell something or you're just trying to connect with people, you just have to do just that. Don't try to do too much in one video, because short vertical video by definition is short video. All right. And short by definition, I mean, if you look on Google, what is a short video? I think it says 1 minute or less. Most short videos are like 30 seconds or less or what have you. So just know that when you start creating this content with the intention of selling something or with the intention of growing a community, don't be long-winded if it's not necessary. So I have long videos that require me to be long, but if my video does not require me to be long, then I just keep it short. Okay. Now, what type of content works well on TikTok? pretty much everything, okay? Because TikTok is no longer a place of just dancing. It's not just a place where service-based business owners are selling their services. It's not just a place where people are selling physical products. It is a place where people are being, and they're gathering, and they're creating. And you've got the human being on the other side of the screen consuming content, okay? So I know Austin said that there's mostly men in here. You guys tell me, what are 2 things you're interested in? Like, just tell me in the chat. Me, I'm interested in food videos. I'm interested in skincare. Okay. But I'm also interested in cats. I'm interested in fashion. I'm interested in marketing strategies. I'm interested in a bunch of different things, right? I see money, scary videos, and AI, laughter. Okay. Because we're humans. And so because we're humans, we're not just limited to one thing. So when you're consuming content, you're not just going to consume cooking videos. You're going to consume a lot of different things because you're human, right? So because of that, when you're creating content online, you have to remember that you're creating content and lots of different people are viewing, right? Lots of different people have different desires or things they want to see, and then they start watching it. That's like, I keep watching this video over and over and over again. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Since I'm talking about it, y'all gonna be like, well, what is it? Show it to us. So let me pull it up real quick. I don't think I'll be doing y'all a favor if I don't show y'all the video. Let me see. Let me find it. There he goes. All right. So I'm gonna show it to y'all. So I didn't really know that I was interested in this at all until it came across my feed, right? And so I'm going to show it to you because I didn't mention this at all as a piece of content that I was interested in, because technically I was not interested in it. But TikTok decided, let me see if she would be interested in this. I have watched this video about 30 times, right? Has anybody else seen this video? Let me see. Has anybody else seen it? Anybody seen it? Some of y'all are like, what is it? Show it to us. Okay, I'm gonna show it to y'all. And here it is. So good. I don't even know what he's doing.
I definitely cannot.
Hold on, it's almost over. It was like 20 seconds. Hold on. Okay. All right. So the reason why I shared that is because this is not my normal type of content that I would be watching. Like, that is not what I normally would be watching. But TikTok served it to me. And I was like, and I was hooked. And now every video that comes up with somebody reacting to it, I watch it. So I share that to say that when you start trying to grow an online community, you're going to create content for your brand or for you, and you're going to reach people, different types of people. Okay. All right. So how many of you guys enjoyed that video? Anybody like that video? I love that video.
So good.
Okay.
The engagement
Right.
on that was crazy too. And I want to make it clear, Ryan, I cannot dance like that by no means.
Yeah. Yeah.
No
The
one
video
wants to
has
see
like,
me try.
6 million likes on that video and 118 million views.
Woo!
Yeah. So, and then now the amount of people that are probably interested in that style of whatever that is, like the community is probably is increased significantly. So I just wanted to share that like different types of content work well. So this video here that I have pulled up on screen, I call this micro learning content. Sometimes I have micro learning content where I'm teaching you TikTok strategies, Instagram strategies, whatever. But this one specifically here this is just someone who gives dad advice, right? His account is called Dad Advice from Bo. And he's teaching you how to tie a tie with this little cute little boy in the background.
I'm going to show you how I tie a tie today. First thing you do is make an X. We're going to call the long end the big fish.
Okay. Now, the average person who knows how to tie a tie would say, what is this? I don't care about that. but that just means the content isn't for you. He's giving dad advice to people that need dad advice, right? So the reason why he is doing what he's doing is because he started giving some type of advice, and a community of people realized they needed dad advice. So then he started being consistent with the different advice he would give to his daughter, his son, his grandkids, or whatever, or neighbors' kids. And boom, a community of people were born through dad advice. Okay. This here, I call it reaction content. This is Dr. Mary Claire Haver. I talk about her all the time. She is a gynecologist, and she says that she used to gaslight her patients. She didn't know she was gaslighting them, but they would come to her office with issues, and she would tell them that what the issues they were having were not what they were having, until she started to go through menopause. Because in school, they weren't taught about all the details of what happens with a woman when she goes through menopause. So when Dr. Mary thought she was going crazy and someone told her, Mary, you're in menopause, she started to realize, oh my God, all my patients all these years were in menopause. I just didn't understand it because school didn't teach her that. So she got onto TikTok and started just teaching women about perimenopause and menopause and how to take care of themselves so that they don't have to deal with the things that their body is doing, how to kind of heal themselves. And she built a massive community. Millions and millions and millions of women trust her to teach about perimenopause, menopause. And one of the ways she did it was she started to react to content like this.
Do you know that thyroid conditions are the #1 underdiagnosed hormone condition on the planet?
Not for women.
Okay. So she just starts explaining why that's not the #1 condition for women. She goes into her credentials. She goes into new articles from like medical articles and all that type of stuff. And she starts really teaching people all about what is happening with them, how they can take care of their bones, how they can remove hot flashes, all these different things. And she is like the holy grail woman right now, teaching women all about that. So just saying that it could be doctor type of things, or it could be tying a tie. Okay. This one here is he's always had these videos called Lawyers Reactions. He's a lawyer, and he decided to create a community of people who like to talk about law.
And this happened part 1.
Who's liable, the driver or the biker? Guess in the comments and stick around for part 2 for the answer reveal.
Okay, so he would find videos online of car crashes or things that would happen with people, and he would post it on social, and he would tell his people online, hey, who do you think is liable, the car or the bicyclist, right? And then people would go back and forth online about who was liable. And then the next day, he would then come back and say, well, under the law, and he would explain, what does the law say about whatever happened with the accident? What did that do? That positioned him as quite the expert lawyer. He was already a lawyer, but now he became a go-to strategist online for legal things. And he's got a community of people who deem him as the lawyer in lawyer talk. Okay. All right. Another thing that obviously works really well, which is if you're trying to become an influencer, is daily vlogs, right? You may or may not be interested in being a vlogger, but guess what? People build massive online communities through vlogging, just sharing their lives. So this is the it girl of the season right now. And the way that this person started to grow an online community is that she just started creating videos in college, and she would share 5 or 6 videos a day of her doing her life. And she just started creating content. Now, of course, nobody knew who she was. Nobody knew she existed. But the more she started creating a community that liked her, liked what she was talking about, wanted to see where she was going, she's getting advice, she's giving advice, a whole community started to grow.
Get ready with me to go dye my hair. I'm going into New York City to go do my hair, and I was going to take a little seaplane there, but the weather is pretty bad today, so I'm just gonna steal my mom's car and drive into the city.
Okay, so now she's just gonna talk to her community. You may not be interested in getting ready with her as she steals her mom's car. That may not be your thing, but guess what? She's a massive online community because she decided, you know what? I'm gonna build an online community about me talking about what it is that I'm doing. I'm going to engage with them, give them advice, take them on journeys with me and all of that. And that's how she built a huge community online. It's like me right now. I just relocated back to Houston, and I have one account on TikTok where I teach TikTok, Instagram, and all that. But I said there's more to me than that. So I started a second account on TikTok. And on there, I'm just doing my life. I'm getting ready. I'm putting together an outfit. I'm going on dates. I'm going speed dating. I'm doing all these different things. And a community of people are starting to grow from me just showing up as myself. Now, initially, I was like, nobody really cares about me going on dates, but apparently people think that what I'm talking about is valuable. So I'm just going to keep talking about it. And it's building an online community. Okay. Now, how many of you guys are familiar with Wendy's? We all know that Wendy's on Twitter is extremely unhinged, right? That Wendy's will come for anybody. They will talk about any fast food restaurant on the planet. They are just the funniest people, right? And so what Wendy's has decided is that they've decided to create content on TikTok, trying to get more people coming into their restaurant, right? But also just connecting with them in a different way that doesn't necessarily have to be formal. So they just partnered with Nickelodeon for a Krabby Patty. Okay, so as you can see, what's his name? Was that Patrick? SpongeBob? No, who was that? Oh, Mr. Krabs, right? So the crab is grabbing a French fry. And what are they doing? They're just marketing the Krabby Patty. Okay, so this video has 300,000 likes on it, 7,000 comments, 18,000 saves, 33,000 shares. Why would people do that? Because they connected with the content that Wendy's chose to create, and then people are talking to Wendy's. Like, Wendy's is not just posting something saying, okay, it's done, come get our Krabby Patty sandwich. No, Wendy's is building an online community. Okay. Same thing goes with Duolingo. How many of you guys have seen Duolingo on TikTok? Anybody? Now you want Wendy's and the fries. Duolingo is quite creative, I feel like Duolingo has become the new Wendy's. You know, the way that Wendy's acts on Twitter, Duolingo is that. And so Duolingo, most of us didn't even know that they existed. And then we're like, oh, if I want to learn a new language, okay, sure, I'll go to Duolingo. But now we're looking at Duolingo just as this plushy doll, but as this go-to place to get inspiration, to laugh, and all the things. So here's this.
You've heard of Elf on the Shelf. Now meet Owl on the Prowl. The Duo plushie is the perfect gift to make sure your family does its lessons. This new non-denominational holiday tradition turns learning into a fun, heart-pounding game.
Mom, how did that get there?
From the bedroom to the bathroom, you never know where Duo will show up next. But wait, is your family getting even bigger? No problem. The new giant Duo plushie is designed to keep track of 5 times the amount of family members. Wow, that's big. Order your Duo plushie now at store.duolingo.
Okay, so we wouldn't technically think about that Duolingo would be that way, but Duolingo has figured out, like, here's a creative way of marketing that isn't necessarily what we would do as a commercial, right? On television. They might, but they just really have built quite the community. And now I'm thinking about learning Italian. I'm not going to go to any other website. I'm only going to go to Duolingo because they have built my trust and my loyalty through their marketing. Okay. Nutter Butter is the brand of the year. Right now, everybody is just like, what is going on with Nutter Butter?
It's 3 p.m. on a Friday. Stop the floor. Time, we're going to the forest. Yes. 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 We're going to the forest. Yes. Yes, we're going to the forest. Yes. Yes, we're going to the forest.
Yes. Okay. So whether you are a content creator or you're a business, there is a really, really special time right now in marketing where TikTok is teaching you how to create great content that is relatable, connects to your audience, helps you build an online community, and then helps you sell whatever it is you're trying to sell. Okay. I'm not saying that you got to go and be unhinged like the Duolingo ad was, but it's giving you permission to just do something different. Okay. Another type of content that can be created is tutorials. So like, I don't really know what all you guys do, but you could be doing tutorials kind of like her. She's teaching you how to edit videos in CapCut.
The girlies asked for tutorials. Let me show you how I made this super cute little pop-up. Girl, focus. Okay, you're gonna go to CapCut and you're gonna.
So she's gonna teach you a tutorial, right? I do tutorials as well. I teach you how to do X, Y, and Z to get your audience's attention, to sell your product and service like this.
5 visual hooks that nobody is talking about. First, choose a random object and make it as your microphone. Oftentimes it makes people wonder what in the world is going on. Sit down when you are starting your video.
Okay, we're not going to watch the whole thing. Okay, so listen, depend upon what you do and what you want your content to be about, and the community you want to build will determine what type of content you're creating. This right here is one of the most popular cooking creators on TikTok right now. Does anybody here who know who Nara Smith is? I know it's a lot of guys here, so there may not be Nara Smith people here. Okay, so Nara Smith, she's actually a model. She's actually a high fashion, big time model, right? But she decided to come on TikTok and she started creating food videos. But she was just initially creating food videos in general, but then she started to realize when she starts doing these outlandish cooking things that her content explodes. And so like an example, her kids asked her for some SpaghettiOs, right? And instead of her going to the cabinet and grabbing a can of SpaghettiOs, she made SpaghettiOs from scratch. Okay. Her husband wanted something. I can't remember what it was. Like, I think it was like a cookie or a piece of candy. They wanted some candy. She made candy from scratch. Right now, I guarantee you in her regular life, she is not doing everything from scratch every single day like that. She's got 3 kids and a husband, but strategically, she is a great cook, but she will periodically do these videos that are very outlandish intentionally because people will talk in the comments and all the things. This video has 2 million likes, 8,000 comments, 100,000 saves, and 27,000 shares.
As soon as it gets a little colder outside, all I crave is comforting foods. So for dinner tonight, I decided to cook some comfort meals. I started by making a butternut squash soup. I took the seeds out of my butternut squash, cut some onions, seasoned it before popping it in the oven for about 30 minutes. So this one isn't quite as outlandish, but it's still a good video. As soon as everything's caramelized, I let that cool. Let those rise until they doubled in size, which was about 2 hours today. I also love a good fall salad, so I used some kale. That bowl, I also made a mustard vinaigrette. I assembled it by adding some rocket, sliced up apples, pomegranate, and feta cheese. Once my dough was ready, I punched out the air, divided it into portions, flat.
Okay, so one of the strategic things this creator does is she cooks from scratch looking like that. Now, those of us that cook, we will never look like this cooking from scratch. We're like, why would we put on our most expensive outfit, hair, all the things? It is because strategically, she is creating content that, yes, she's cooking for her family, but she's building a community, right? Austin, you're funny. Austin laughing. Okay.
Oh, I'm always I saw Jow in the comment that Jow owns a restaurant and she's a great cook and stuff. And so, Jow,
oh yeah,
Jow, do you dress like that?
Yeah, we would never. I was cooking the other night. I would never dress like this. But she's being very intentional with growing an online community and building a business through this way. Okay. Another type of content is gaming, right? Any gamers in the room? Listen, there's some men in here. There should be a whole lot of people saying me. Typically, gamers are not always, but typically male, right? And so you could actually be creating content gaming, right? Here we go.
Don't look at up. Don't look at up. Don't look at up.
Okay, so he's watching things and gaming. Okay, so when it comes to like building a community online, it's really important to note that like people want to connect with people, not just videos. right? Like if your goal is to create a community with you as the face, you got to let them connect with you, right? I'm not telling you you have to tell people all your business or things you don't want them to know, but people connect with real people, right? So this here is Gloria. This is obviously you can see she's a dark-skinned creator. She's a dark-skinned beauty creator. And one of the challenges she's experienced is that 99% of makeup brands don't make makeup for her skin color. And she's like, I can't change what color skin I am. Y'all need to make shades that go this dark. And so she started calling out all these brands that were saying that they were for Black and brown people, but their colors don't go for Black and brown people. And she has exploded. Now she's consulting all the major brands about shade matching and helping them create products that go for darker skin, and then even women who are more lighter skin. Like there's people that are dealing with is it albinism? Is that what you call it? I don't want to get it wrong. And so oftentimes shades don't match them as well. And so she is someone that has built a massive online community as she is helping people understand, you know, shade matching. A lot of us know who Keith Lee is. Keith Lee is just someone who loved to eat food, and he loved to eat food in Vegas. Then he started reviewing restaurants in Vegas. Then he started finding mom and pop shops that were going out of business and helping them not to go out of business. And he has built a massive online community and is now wealthy because he started to just take his passion, put it online, and build a community. This here is Glamzilla. She is someone who loved beauty, the beauty community for like 10 plus years. And then during her journey, she's grown and grown and grown and grown. She recently lost a ton of weight. She had, like, I think, one of the surgeries. But no matter how much weight she's lost, she's still the same person. And she's built this massive community of people who just love her for her, but she loves on her community so well. I mean, it's like when you get into her sphere, you just want to stay there. You want to do whatever she's doing. You want to be wherever she is, but she has become a highly trusted person because she's very ethical, she's very kind, and she's very generous. So the same way that you are and your brand is, you can build a community like this where everybody wants to be a part of you doing whatever it is that you're doing, but you have to choose to figure out what that's going to look like.
Yesterday afternoon, I got
So I'm not going to play all those. Okay. So before you actually start creating content, you have to determine what your goals are. Okay. Like, is your goal, you're a product-based business, you want to sell products? Are you a content creator and you want to get paid per views, or you want to work with brands? Or what is the goal that you want to hit? Because a lot of times people get onto TikTok and they just start growing an account and they're like, well, I got all these followers and what? But if you start off before you start creating, determining what you want to do, if you want to grow followers, if you want to sell something, or you want to get paid from brands, if you know that in the beginning, as you start to create content, you will create it more intentionally so it can help you with your desired result. Okay. So we're going to talk a little bit about monetizing. We're going to do Q&A. So if you're a product-based business, the number one way to monetize is through your bio. Period. Okay. Unless you're going to pay for ads. I'm also talking about organic here. But if you want to get paid on TikTok and you want to get paid selling your products organically, then you got to learn how to, and your bio is going to be the best place to sell. But also you want to learn about TikTok Shop. Especially if you are a product-based business, you want to learn about TikTok Shop. You can literally go to Google and type TikTok Shop seller, and you can set up an account on TikTok. You can put your inventory through Shopify, and then you can sell your products like crazy. Okay. I was sharing that just now. Let me come off screen. I had a big meeting with the TikTok team, and they are like, basically recently they just sent me, they asked me what are some of the products I would want. They gave me this what do you call this thing? Webcam. I got this wireless karaoke set, and then they're sending me a whole host of other things, right? And as a creator, so the person that sells this, I will start creating shoppable content. I'll do live stream videos talking about this wireless karaoke machine, and people that are buying it, the seller is making money. I'm probably making like $2 per sale. But if you have your inventory of products on TikTok Shop, then all the millions of content creators on the platform can go into the portal and they can sell your products for you, right? And you'll pay them like $1, $2, $5, whatever you decide, but you're making so much money because the creators are selling the product. So I was just on a meeting with TikTok where they're like, for Black Friday, they're shipping us a bunch of different things according to whatever we wanted. And then there's going to be millions of creators Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday, promoting brands that are on TikTok Shop. So if you don't have a shop on TikTok, I would highly recommend it. Okay. I'll answer questions in just a second. Okay. If you are want to be a creator who makes money, then there's lots of different ways you can make money on TikTok. Obviously, you can work with brands. There's something called the TikTok Creator Marketplace where you can set up a profile and then you tell TikTok, hey, I want to get paid this amount of money per deal, and then brands will reach out to you, right? But also you can set up a profile with TikTok Shop to where now brands can reach out to you saying, hey, do you want to sell our products? We'll ship it to you and we'll pay you X amount of dollars, and then you can promote their products. Okay. So when I tell you, I feel like TikTok is number one in monetization right now. It's number one. Don't get me wrong. I make money on Threads, on Facebook, on YouTube, on all of them. But the number one that has the most opportunities for monetization is TikTok, period. Because they have TikTok Shop, they have Creative Marketplace. It's a bunch of different programs, work with artists. There's so many different ways to make money on TikTok. All right, let's keep going. But understand this. You don't have to have a massive community on TikTok to make money, but the more you grow a community, the more leverage you have for whatever it is you're trying to do. Whether you want to work with a brand and become an influencer, or you want to, sell your physical products or your service-based business, whatever, the more that you build that community, what all of us are experiencing, we built this massive community on TikTok. It has helped me grow on Instagram. It has helped me grow on YouTube. It's helped me grow everywhere because my audience grew fastest on TikTok, and then it started to spill over everywhere else. Okay. All right. So guys, I want to open up for some questions because I know you guys got them. That's why I kind of sped along a little bit. But I want to open up for some questions you guys have. Now, I will give you guys these slides for free. I won't hold it from you. So if you guys want them, y'all can just send me a DM on Instagram. Just type slides on Instagram, or you type slides on a post of my content. Don't type slides in TikTok. The chat bot won't work on TikTok. It only works on Instagram because we use AI to be able to do that. Okay. All right. Let's do some questions. Let me see.
First of all, y'all give Keenya a round of applause. That was just a master class. Keenya, every time I see Keenya speak, not only do I come away with tons of notes, but I always laugh my ass off. Examples are so funny.
I try to have fun. Yeah. Let's see. Ryan Johnston, can you do that with print on demand products? TikTok Shop? Yes. I don't know the ins and outs of that yet. Somebody asked that recently, and a friend of mine who has a product on demand business said yes. So there is a way. I just don't have the answer on how to do that yet, but yes. And then Austin mentioned about free. Okay. So with regards to TikTok Shop, if you want to get paid as a creator, you can go into TikTok Shop and you can request free samples. Many of the companies will ship you free samples of the actual products so that you have it, and then you can promote the products, right? It's just important to remember that, like, at the end of the year, you might have to pay taxes on those samples. So a lot of times for me, if TikTok's just send me something, I'll take it. But if I have to request it, I'm like, let me just buy it. Because I'm like, that way it's mine. I pay taxes on it, and I don't have to pay taxes on it later on down the line. Just because I'm like, I don't need no surprises.
Yeah, you have to be careful with your spouse too. My wife said I'm not allowed to get any more free stuff from TikTok Shop. I got a little addicted.
I bet it's a whole.
I got a neck massager. I got a foot massager.
Exactly. That's what happens in TikTok Shop. I think only people from the US can have a shop. Yes. As of right now, yes. I get emails from TikTok Shop all the time to set up a shop and link my Shopify store, but unfortunately I can't because my country's not accepted. Yeah, I understand that. It's coming. Okay, questions. I mean, what are the costs and prices involved for making a TikTok shop? So it doesn't cost you anything to set up a shop. I don't have the specifics on the percentages, but I believe that when you sell a product, they take 4%. Because they help you with there's a whole situation of things that they help you with, but they only take about 4%. But once you go in the TikTok shop, it'll tell you all the details before you set it all up, all the rules and all that. Is there a ManyChat type of service for TikTok? Austin, do you know the answer to that?
Yes, in fact, so TikTok or ManyChat is rolling out beta for TikTok. I saw the notification in app. I applied for it. So ManyChat is coming for TikTok soon. I don't know specifically when. I haven't been accepted into the beta yet, but look out for that soon.
Oh man, I'm about to text my ManyChat person right now. I'm like, girl,
yeah.
Okay, more questions. Let me see. Do you need a certain number of followers before you can create a TikTok shop? If you're a product-based business, no. You can just set up you just at any time. If you want to make money as a creator, you have to have 1,000 followers in order to sell from TikTok shop as a creator selling other people's products. Can you share what TikTok is rolling out? I cannot. Because like I signed an NDA and this is being recorded. Like, just note that like this is a great time as a product-based business and it's a great time as a creator. And here comes Black Friday. And I am just like, burn down my whole business. Just go all in on TikTok shop. Let me see. What's the best way you found to make money on TikTok? TikTok shop. Right now, there are creators making $30,000 a month. This is all they do is they've learned how to sell products on TikTok shop and they're making 30 grand a month. I mean, some of them making more than that. Killer. Can we add manually thumbnail on TikTok? Yes. So when you have a TikTok video and you're getting ready to hit post, you're on that screen where you add your hashtags and all that. In the upper right-hand corner where you see your video, it's going to say cover. If you click on cover, it's really small in the upper right-hand corner, then you can add your cover image, very similar to Instagram. Okay. Number of followers needed before you can set up a TikTok shop. You don't need a number of followers in order to set up a TikTok shop as a seller. I'm not getting the slides on Instagram. Okay. So if you're commenting the word slides, and if you're trying to download the slides on desktop, if you can't download it on desktop, you can trigger the chat bot, but you can actually download it in your mobile app. Otherwise, it'll send you an email. Okay. Is affiliate good? Having a link in profile? Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Would TikTok shop work for?
Yeah. Affiliate marketing is amazing. You can do amazing things with affiliate marketing.
For sure. Oh yeah, for sure. Would TikTok shop for retail businesses that gets limited new items every week? Inventory is low on a weekly basis. I wouldn't think so, because with TikTok shop, whatever you're selling in there, you've got to be able to ship it within 2 days. So yes, you can have your limited inventory. Yeah, there for sure. But just make sure that you have the ability to ship out things within 2 days. Do you have any recommendations for how my wife and I should approach our first TikTok to introduce our brand and new children's book series in a way that grabs attention and builds interest? We have 0 followers, just getting started. Ooh, that's a very loaded question. That will require me to think. I don't have the answer of that right now, but if I was trying to figure out that answer, what I would do, my first thing would be, I would probably go to TikTok search, and I would search children's book and binge watch content to see if I can find a strategic video. Then I would just search books, and then I see if I would find a creative way that someone has marketed a video to just give me some ideas. For me, that would be the first thing I would do before I start to develop my own plan. So I like to let my creative brain happen because of other people. So I'll go and see what are other people doing and just let my creativity flow, and I'll start writing out ideas. Then I will create my storyline for my video. So I don't have the answer to that specifically for you, Michael, at the moment, because I would need more information or spend more time with you. But that's would be my first line. Would sports niche work on TikTok? There are a lot of people with sports. Yep. Does TikTok shop work in Nigeria? I'm not sure. You can search that though. They'll tell you. Does TikTok flag accounts that try to draw the audience to another social media platform? No, I grew my other accounts from social media, and on TikTok you can link your Instagram and YouTube. My computer crashed, had to switch my phone. Okay. Okay, perfect. Any other questions?
Yeah, I got a
Go
quick
ahead.
one for you. I'm curious about live, your opinions on live shopping and
Yeah.
making money from lives and galaxies and whatnot. So like, this past year we saw the rise and epic fall of the NPC live streamers, right? Like they're riding in place and reacting to stuff. Right
Yeah.
now, I don't know if you're seeing this. I'm seeing a lot of quick videos that are like, every time my spout or every time someone sends me a galaxy in the chat, I get ketchup poured on my head, like really stupid stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because there's like, there's some kind of link between a video and a live that you see that video pop up, and then you see the live stream come up in the FYP pretty quickly after. Do you see that as a long-term strategy? Or do you think that that's going to come and fall pretty quickly too?
I don't think it's gonna fall quickly. I think that it's an opportunity for people that want to be full-time content creators and live streamers. I would tell them to ride the bag for as long, but I think
Mhm.
I would give them probably like a 6 months to not 9 to 12 months before it starts to evolve even more. I
Mhm.
do think that live stream is like live TV. I think it's just gonna have iterations of
Mm.
what they're doing there with that. Very similar to Pinky Doll when she was the first one that was the first creator that was doing NPC and all that. And then now her lives, she has different iterations of her
Mhm.
live. I just think it's gonna continue to evolve because when you look at the generation, behind us, they don't want to go to have a job, and that's okay. And so they are figuring out, well, what are ways can I build what I'm building and make money? And I think that's just going to continue to evolve, especially because live stream in China is so massive, and it's just
Mm.
becoming a
Yeah.
real thing here in the US. So I think it's just going to evolve, honestly.
Yeah, thank you for that. Let's do one more question, Keenya, for to respect your time, everybody. But stick around, everybody, for just a couple more minutes after Keenya is finished here. We're going to do a quick syllabi demo with a huge discount for you that's exclusive to
Nice.
this webinar as well. Don't miss out on that. We're going to show you how to make amazing faceless videos that are going viral like crazy right now for our community.
Ooh.
But Keenya, if you want to answer one or two more questions in the chat, if there's any good ones.
Yeah. So, how to target your audience on TikTok through hashtag and location. So, listen, this is working extremely well because I just relocated to Houston, and my second account is all about Houston. And so, what I have been doing is in my content, I do a couple things. One, I'm saying Houston in my content. Two, my text on screen says Houston. My description says Houston. My hashtags are Houston hashtags, and then I tag the Houston location. And every single person in my comments on those videos are all Houston based, like all Houston. Now, when I go to that feed, that account is all about Houston. So it's really what you're saying on screen. It's really the SEO of your content, but just be deliberate. Like put the city, the state, the hashtag, and then tag the location. And you're going to find within maybe a week or 2 weeks that it's going to be pure D on location.
Amazing. All right, let's end with that, everybody. Stick around. We're going to do a quick syllabi demo for you. Exclusive discount coming up. Keenya, thank you so much again for taking the time to share your wisdom, your experience, your knowledge, answer everyone's questions. I know I appreciate this. I know everyone appreciates this too. We were also excited about this. Everyone, the replay of this will be on the Syllabi YouTube channel tomorrow as well. So if you want to revisit this and aggressively take notes, as I'm sure many of us will be, I'll be posting that in the Syllabi Content Creators Facebook group as well. So you have that link. Keenya, thank you so much as always.
Thanks, Austin. Bye, you guys.
Bye. Awais, do you want to jump in and do a quick demo and jump into Syllabi?
Oh yeah, sure. Why not? Just give me a sec.
Stand by, everyone. We're going to show you how to make faceless videos. We're going to show you our awesome new auto bulk scheduler that's going to like automatically let you grow all of your social media accounts.
Yeah. All right. Let me know when you guys
Pretty
can
powerful
see my
stuff.
screen. Okay, let's go ahead and share my screen. And let me know when you guys can see it.
Yep. Good to go.
Okay, great. All right, everyone. So most of you must have seen this feature, and those, for those users who are going to create an account on Syllabi and are already thinking on creating their account on Syllabi, so just a very quick walk through what we have right now and the faceless feature, which is top of the top right now. So we recently launched a new feature, the bulk scheduler, that basically significantly fast-pace your whole growth on social media by automating the scheduling and the content creation, and not just all of these things, but also the seamless distribution on the social media channel. So bulk scheduler is here. So this is a dashboard, right? And you can see all the tutorials. We have real clone video editor, publish, and my video where we have everything that categorized for you guys. Faceless here you guys can access on the dashboard, and I'm just going to show you guys what we have right now. So these are all the AI images and style that we have. Animated cartoon, old cameras, comic book, retro illustration, cyberpunk, Greek mythology, horror fantasy, hyperrealism, ancient Egyptian, pixel art, paper cutout, and some of the very art like Blockify, pop art, and White King, pencil drawing. So these are all the image styles that you can pick, and then based on the selected style, all the images will get created by followed by the same style, and you will be able to create videos not just 1 minute, but more than a minute, 1 to 3 minutes, and then 3 to 5 minutes, and 5 to 10 minutes. So along with the short forms on Syllabi, only at this point, I believe that you will be able to create all long form videos completely faceless. And all you need to do is just come up with your own script, or you can get some assistance from AI. So for example, if I wanted to write a script about, any topic, like, West world history, right? So if I just want to like type this, and I'm going to generate a script. So based on whatever length I choose, the script will going to come out, and it will tell me what's going to be the estimated video length based on the script. I can still make any adjustments to the script if I want, based on my preference, or if I wanted to tweak any of the word, or any date or anything that I find is not correct, since it's AI. So I can do all these things, and once I check this, we have advanced options for you guys too. You can choose the background music. You can also put your own music if you want to give it a personal touch. Similarly, if you can make adjustments to the title of the subtitles, as you can see. You can also adjust the position, either you want to make them in the middle, right? Now they're in the middle, right? So you can make them in the middle, on the top, or at the bottom. On top of that, we have some cool animation style as well. So right now you see it's dust, and I'm just gonna make like a little bit of reassurance, just gonna give like a little bit of this look. So you see, so these are the animation effects that we have, and then image transition that you can also do. Usually I go with mix, so user one can forward with a one single caption. So yeah, that's what I usually do, and voila, that's it. You just hit the generate button, and that's it. Now, on top of that, while you're doing this, pretty cool stuff is that you immediately giving like 5 ideas based on the AI, and it's entirely based on your previous script. So if you're creating content, we just make this whole thing even more seamless for you. So you don't even have to brainstorm of the ideas. We just tell you like 5 more ideas based on what you have just entered in your previous video. And how realistic is Westworld, sci-fi versus reality, the hidden meanings behind Westworld, the symbolism. So all things like that. So that's one individual faceless video if you guys want to make that, right? I'm just gonna quickly go and dive into the bulk scheduler. Austin, anything that you want to add before I go to bulk scheduler, or any question you guys want to answer very quickly?
Yeah, I just want to say that we have a Syllabi exclusive discount code for you. The code is TikTok25. If you use that code today only, this is a coupon code to save 25% on the first month of any plan, or 25% off of any annual plan to save the biggest discount, the biggest amount that you can possibly save right now. Definitely check that out. I have the link in the description or in the comments area here. And join our community as well. We are growing Syllabi with you all. So if you have any feedback and suggestions on features that you want, we have an amazing customer service team. You know how active I am with all of you in the comments, in the Facebook group, in our Discord community. What we're trying to do is build the best video tool possible to help you grow and monetize your social media. This is the easiest way that we have found to fast grow your social media accounts. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Threads. You can schedule and publish to all of those platforms. The bulk scheduler is pretty insane. You can create up to 30 days of original videos on any topic in any niche and truly set and forget it. It's automatically scheduled. I just want this tool to help you guys. I'm on a personal mission to help 1 million people create and grow on social media with video. And Syllabi is how we're doing it. So Awais, if you want to do a quick demo of the bulk scheduler to show how that works. But yeah, one more time, guys. That code is TikTok25. When you go to sign up, you will see on the Stripe checkout screen, there's an area to add a coupon code, all one word, TikTok25. And again, that will save you 25% on the first month or 25% off any already discounted annual plan. If you have any questions or anything, just let me or Dawn know after this conversation or after this live stream ends, and we will get you set up. Yeah, show this bulk scheduler because it's incredible.
Yeah. All right. So as I'm going to start my journey with the bulk scheduler, initially I'm going to pop up with the topic, which topic I want to pick. So I can use a custom topic, and here I can write any details about my topic. Apart from that, I can go all the AI-based topic like ancient legends, royal facts, scary legends, forbidden legends, and anything that you want to pick. And what's going to happen is that then we're going to generate a script based on the topic. So that's the very first step. After that, you can select your connected social media account. It's pretty seamless, We can just let you pick all the social media accounts, which means that if I want my schedule to be run for 7 days and I want 2 posts per day, right? So that's gonna happen like for 2 days, and I can pick time for my first post. I want that post to go out by 9 a.m. And the other one is I want to do it out like by 10 a.m., 10:30 a.m., right? And that's it. It gives me my summary. I have like 240 videos, and it's gonna run till 7 days, and it will gonna post videos on all these channels.
Hey,
on this
Awais, real quick, is there any way that you can make your audio any better?
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, that seems to be a little.
Oh, okay. All right. All right, cool. So this is my summary, and that's it. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pick this topic, and this is my selection overall. And all I need to do is just hit the next button. Now, what's gonna happen is on the next screen, everything is gonna be the same. I can pick up the style, the one I want, and then I can pick up the length, what's going to be the length of my video. And then based on that, I'm going to see the summary, like what's going to be the total sum of credit that I will be spending on this whole exhibition. again, I can do all the advanced options and I can choose based on my own preference, and I can hit generate script, and it's going to generate the script for all the 14 videos in one go. So let's just go ahead and let's just generate the script, because as you can see, this is the date for whole 7 days. And this is the script for the video 1, and this is the script for the video 2. As you can see, which is already done. I mean, it's like not even a minute. And I'm already generating, done generating a script for all the videos. So yeah, that's how it's quick and, gives you everything like in minutes. And once you're all set, you go through with all the scripts date-wise, and you think everything is good, everything is set. All you need to do is to just hit that button, and you should be good. So that's how bulk scheduler is working, and I think it's probably going to take like 5 minutes that you can literally schedule the whole month of content in a single go. So for example, if I go back and if I want to do it like for like whole month, I should be able to do it 25 days, and two posts per day. Or if I want to do it like 5 posts, which is the max limit, so I should be able to see like how many videos, 125 videos, boom, that's it. And everything was going to be the same, it's all these videos were going to be posted on daily basis on the selected social media accounts. So yeah, that's how we do bulk scheduling within the Syllabi. Austin, anything you want to add?
So much. Thank you so much, Awais. Yeah, so I want to break that down for everybody, because isn't that insane? Like, imagine in 5 minutes having 30 days of videos scheduled and published to every single one of your social media platforms. These videos are going viral like crazy. You'll see testimonials every day in the Syllabi Content Creators Facebook group. These videos are monetizable. We have several creators that are already monetized on YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook, as well as Instagram. This is the easiest way to grow on social media, guys. It doesn't get any easier than this. We've hacked the fastest way to monetize social media growth. Jump on this. Crazy. So yeah, plans, transparently, plans start at $25 per month. This will let you create about 30 or so minutes of videos every single month, and it goes up from there. But because you attended this webinar, if you use that code TikTok25, you'll save 25% on that monthly price, or a discount on any annual plan, which is already discounted, which will bring that price down significantly. And again, like, what separates Syllabi is that Syllabi is built by creators for creators, and we're constantly talking to you guys every single day about what features you want, how can we improve everything. Your feedback directly gets added into how we improve Syllabi. So if you want to go on this journey together, you want to help other people who maybe don't want to show their face on camera, but still want to grow a social media following and generate passive income and a new income stream, sign up, try it out, join our community, see what we're all about, see how we do amazing webinars with experts like Keenya every single week. We do webinars on every single topic. We just want to empower you guys. Thank you so much for joining us for another webinar. We'll be back next week. If you have any follow-up questions, you can email me, Austin, at syllabi.io, or our head of customer service, Dawn, at syllabi.io, or feel free to ask any questions in the Syllabi Content Creators Facebook group. We are happy to help you out. We have over 10,000 members in that Facebook group as well. Everybody just wants to help and support one another. So I'll see you all next week, my friends. Take care.